Hello everyone on YouTube, this is Snow Owl coming to you with the launch of a new channel. This channel I plan to have specifically related to my writings, Archiver Manhunt, and related projects. Before I get started on my novel, I do want to take this time to thank WillowRaven for the beautiful artwork that I plan to use as my cover for my current writing project, Archiver Manhunt. I have my book set in a dystopian science fiction setting. In my writing for Archiver Manhunt, I prefer to take a plot-based approach rather than a character-based approach. With plot building, I can build up the world and therefore tell a better story. To make things flow smoother, illustrate more of what I want to show, I will go out and, in my writing, take perspectives from multiple groups, even if they're from opposing sides, just to give bigger scope of what's going on. I did make a couple rules for myself in beginning my writing to make sure I wouldn't encounter some cliches that I cringe at. First of these is one of my rules I set for myself. First rule is that no character is 100% innocent. Whether they do something illegal or amoral, I do try to have a certain balance for all characters so that you cannot definitively say anyone is good or bad. They simply are a specific type of person. My goal with this is to accurately build up how such character would come to make such decisions. Second rule I have for myself is that no character is indestructible, and that each character has a definitive end. Part what makes me cringe in some medias I've seen is where you see a character basically survive through a lot when you are pretty sure if the movie was somewhat realistic, at one point they would have been dead. In this sense, I would like to apply a sense of realism to my writing where characters are subject to harm and no character's existence is fermented in stone. Third rule I have for myself is that I want to include multiple perspectives. This again will allow for world building. It will allow me to accurately portray what's going on, rather as if I go through the eyes of one faction or go through the eyes of one character, there would naturally be a bias. They only know so much because they've only been to certain places, they've only seen so much, so that no one can only perceive in such a manner. So in order to better fill this gap, I would naturally want to bring multiple parties into it, so that way each has their own take on what's going on. This is also a good way to, in what I would assume, not isolate the reader. That way, if they don't like the perspective of one government or one character, there's others that they could relate to. Now for right now, I've got about 40 chapters published on Wattpad, and I've got at least a dozen more I believe I'm gonna have to write out before I can get to a reasonable end of this book. And even on top of that, there's gonna be lots of editing involved. Funny enough, I don't think I'll be making money off of this, but this is still a project I want to work on regardless. Of course I say this because, you know, my work's online. It's on Wattpad. You can just read it. Anyways, I write because I enjoy daydreaming. And in my daydreaming, I think of all sorts of crazy plots or schemes or scenarios, whatever. So when I'm able to sit down, concentrate on those plots that I brew in my mind, and I'm able to put them down on paper and share them with others, that feels good to me. Taking my writing to the next level, I made a character from Egypt named Mr. Owl. He's been drawing some good pictures for me, and his quality has been improving as he's worked with me. Much of the imagery shown in this video is of his work. Though not as good as WillowRaven, I look forward to working with him. Now I understand I have a lot more to go in terms of finishing this project, but just to think that I've come this far still astonishes me. And I'm grateful to have the help that I've had along the way. Associates, you know, helping me out with artwork, and of course some very helpful readers go through my work, let me know what I'm doing right and let me know what I'm doing wrong. I'm very grateful to have all of you. If you like the music I used as background audio for this video, please check out NeoDroneX at bandcamp.com. I'll submit a link to his page. He's got good music. Check him out. If interested in hearing me read the audio logs or hearing me give more updates on this project, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. Have a good day.